Hi everyone, Colin Hall, BizplansUK on a very beautiful sunny Sunday morning in Surrey. Today I'm going to talk about what you can do if you find yourself on the receiving end of some very aggressive and predatory competitive activity. So this is activity by either an incumbent or a new entrant to your market that is way more aggressive than you normally face. So we're talking about advertising, PR, marketing that is detrimental to you, and also sales activity, usually price war, designed to undercut you and get you out of the marketplace. So we'll deal with the advertising, PR, marketing first. It used to be that you could not make direct comparisons between yourself, your product and your competitors, and those rules were abolished several years ago. So now you can make an advert that compares you to your competitors. And one of the most common things you'll see from these companies is they'll produce comparative tables. They'll be on their website, on their social media, in their literature, and it will show that your product, your service, you as a company are worse than you really are, that there are features that you provide that they say don't exist, that there are features that they don't have that they say they do, and that everything they can to show that you are an inferior company with an inferior product or service. As soon as you notice this, make a record, make screenshots, keep hard copies, write to the Advertising Standards Authority, send them the evidence, and then write to the company and tell them what you've done. In the first instance, the ASA won't act. They'll ask you to sort it out yourself. But if they keep doing it, and they usually do, eventually they'll act. Slightly more difficult to work against is when you start seeing anonymous negative reviews on Trustpilot, Google, and so on. This is a common tactic used by companies that are trying to damage a reputation of a company. Very difficult to counter. What you need to do is engage with every single review politely, asking for details of where and when they bought, what the problem with the service was, ask them for specifics, who they dealt with, and of course, none of it exists. So it'll be difficult to manage, and you'll be able to create a narrative that says these people are making it up. It takes time, and it's not 100% effective, but it will do something to repair the damage. The other thing that you can do is, a lot of this is driven by subsidiaries, divisions, being given very hard targets to chase, and so their commercial leaders engage in these practices. But the very senior leaders in the organisation or the parent company aren't really aware of the tactics they're undertaking. So you can write to them and say, are you aware that these people in your company, in your subsidiary, in your division, are damaging your reputation? And for those companies that care about that stuff, they'll quickly give the people responsible a slap and make them stop. So that's what's happened on the marketing PR side. Now, if you look to the sales side, you're looking at predatory pricing where they are charging below the cost of sale. Now, this happens a lot. People do sales all the time. They do introductory offers, but that's understood because people know that it's introductory, it's going to go up after 6 months, a year, whatever. But this is just going in very hard on a number you can't compete with in order to drive you out and gain market share. So obviously you can speak to the customers and say, look, you can take this bid if you want, we can't match it, but be aware, if this keeps happening, we're out of here. And then either they're going bust because we know they're going to lose money, or they'll jack the prices up next year and there'll be nobody around that you can go to. So your choice, Mr. Customer, but what kind of supply environment do you want to live in? You can decide a price war is not for you, and if they're bigger, you'd almost certainly lose it. You'd run out of money before they will. However, price wars are costly even for the winner. And so you may choose to go in very hard, very early, and send a clear signal that says, if you want to go have a price war, we're up for it, and it's going to cost you to get rid of us. And many companies will back down at that point. So there are things that you can do if you're faced with very predatory, aggressive, competitive competitors. And if you want some help, if you find yourself in that situation, please give us a call.